Yes, this is first layer. Second without pulling. So as you can see, my angry birds or my angry cow or my angry whatever, it's angry tool heads. Printing at 45,000 acceleration and 45,000 acceleration to deceleration. Sorry for my voice because I had COVID and then I got some sinusitis, and yeah, I'm struggling with that. And you can see the ringing. Where's the ringing? It's very, very unnoticeable. I will show you the object in the end. But I feel this tool head, it smashed all the tool heads I ever used before. And it smashed all the extruder results I ever used before. The bolt tension is 150 Hz because I'm not using double shear. I have these short shafted motors, I'm still using them from VZ boat, and I'm just waiting to get the shafts from China so I can replace the shafts with longer ones. So you can see the bolt tensioner is 0. No tension on the bolts. On the idler tensioner, I mean, it's nothing there. Yes, I find the answer to fast printing. It's balanced tool head, lighter gantry, I mean lighter moving parts, and some stiff frame, of course. I'm still not using any bracing on the frame. I know it's 40/40 now on this one, but there's no bracing yet. Well, I have a lot of these VZ bots bracing I made, and I'm going to use them all on this frame now. Yeah, and I always have this with this filament. Sorry, I mean not always, but sometimes I have these random lines. I don't know if this is under extrusion or it's just wet filament, because this filament's been in a cold dry box for a couple weeks, and it's PLA plus. The nice thing, there's no trrr, trrr, trrr when it's doing any fast movements, short fast movements. Which honestly I still have on the 300 volt. And because the hot end, I pushed it too much backward, so even the X carriage mounting plate, it's have some recess in it for the tool for the hot end. So I have plenty of space now on the X beam, behind the X beam, when it's moving to max Y. So I can make the cables mount from the back very easy with not touching anything. I'm thinking even to make it a bit farther from the carbon fiber beam, because I feel it's too close. It's not touching at the moment, but it's very close. But yeah, I'm very pleased with the result. It's complete difference to the archetype beta I used before. I didn't use the final version or any updates, I just was using the beta. And then I modify it. It's get better, but still nothing to compare with this. I know it's look funny, but you can take the fan cup and all the yellow parts and make it just flat looking normal small tool head. But for me it's look cooler. And for sure these external 5160 drivers, they are more noisy. and I need to modify the sense resistor on them to 0.075 because they're toasting my stepper motors with 2.4 amp. Even I'm using 24 volt power supply, I'm not using 48. Yeah, only these random lines, which I have no idea if it's something wrong with the filament or wet filament, or it's under extrusion, or the extruder is maybe skipping. I'm using 0.7 amps on the extruder. But I never could imagine before I can produce a big parts on 350 size printer, a functional parts, definitely functional parts. Maybe I can slow down only the external parameters and make it look perfect. But really I appreciate what we get to a stage we can use FDM printer that fast. And I read some people still talking about 150 speeds is crazy speeds of printing. I can make this tool head look perfect and compatible with all the props and all the hot ends and have all the whistles in it, but with the MGN9 and 12 I think there's no point to use it with MGN 12 because you're making something very balanced and very lightweight, and then you just wasting that speed with the MGN 12. But no time, I'm working and I have a lot of family responsibilities, so I have no time to be busy with the printers 24/7. and really designing and CADs, working on CADs is give me headache. It's not my age anymore. To work many hours drafting in CAD. So I'm addicted to this hobby. Let's have a look. Oppa. What do you think, guys? There is a glimpse, but it's not like before. Like I had it on the 300 volts. So imagine if I'm using that tool head on the 300 volts, right? I need another beacon for the 300 volt because this beacon took forever to get here. So another beacon for the other bolts, for the 300 volts. So because I can see the beacon is give you the best tool head balance, I mean the gantry balance, for especially for the flying gantry, which bring you the best speed and vibration and even graphs. But just to show you, I'm not using okay, so that's let's zoom a little bit so I don't need to, yeah, so that's what the speed I'm using. Even I have some speeds, even they are 150% on the slicer, so they're going faster. And you can see my Z offset, how nice is it? I don't need to adjust any Z offsets, okay? And that's my pressure advanced setting and smooth tone. And so let's go to printer CFG and show you what I use for input shaper. And this is the setting I'm using for input shaper. Just let me turn off. This is that's the other printer. I'm using the fan on the other printer, controlling the CPAP fan, because I need another CPAP fan for sure. Yeah, but this is the setting, and that's the acceleration, deceleration I'm using on this printer. Okay. And I got on Y about 114, 115, but I adjusted to 92 because the graphs is not accurate perfectly, and I find the 92 was the best sweet spot for me to get a better surface finish. And the nice thing, I'm not getting any crunching sounds with 30 square corner velocity. I'm not using 70 or 60. On the 300 volt I was using 60 and still getting some sounds. I have to go to 70, but on this printer it's getting better. I'm not sure, as much as you get a better rigid build, give you better, less number with this unit, I have no idea honestly. Okay, and I'm using 2.4 with this external 1.6, 2.4 amps, and I feel it's very toasty, very toasty. I think if we can go change the sense resistor to 0.075, and then I just keep the 2.4 because I feel they run cooler with the more sense resistor, but even on 2.4 amp they still run cooler even with 24 volt power supply. That's what I'm getting on the 300 volt. I don't know why they toasty on this printer. Anyway, let's go to the tool head, which is still the sticker is still active. Let's motor off and bring the angry tool head forward, and you see how stiff is it. There's no way can talk in any sides. Yeah, I could hide that cable, and the other one is X in the stop, an emergency if I have to use it. And that's the mount I done, which have 50mm screws going all the way to the tool head to mount it from the back, and then also have another 2 screws which going all this way. So that part is mounted by 4 50mm screws just to keep it very stiff and strong and doesn't twist carrying the sleeve cable. And that's just show you that the sleeve cable mounted to it, but I just want to bring it a bit backward because I got now plenty of space. I just want to bring it backwards. Okay, and that's cable. I can bring it here straight away to the sleeve cable of the stepper motor. I couldn't put it, I could flip the stepper motor, but then this cable will touch the X-beam, so I just want to keep it on top, and I want to keep the stepper motor as close as possible to the X-beam, and that's what I am getting. Okay. Hope you enjoyed watching the video, and hope you learned something new, of course for people who don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, see you in the next time.